Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm talking about the good old Cyan that will be coming in tonight for most of you. For me it's tomorrow, but yes, Cyan is gonna be here with his new sweet LD. So before we venture into that, I just want to mention that all attacks for Cyan ignore defense, so I won't be repeating saying that all of his skill and his LD and his EX is all ignore defense attack. So let's get started here. So Cyan is a stand-based character. What I mean is his skill 1 and his skill 2 without his concentration buff will be converted into a self-buff free instant turn skill, which will let you choose whether you want to go for the skill 1, which is concentration fang, or skill 2, which is concentration dragon. Like I said, both gave a free instant turn skill, and it gave Cyan the concentration buff. What's the difference though? It's that his skill 1, if you use it, it gave him speed up, and skill 2 actually gave him max bravery up. So for this instances, I would say that skill 1 is actually the better option, since Cyan actually requires more turns for his LD, which I will be talking about later in the video. So starting off, his skill 1, after using the stance base, after you choose a stance for Cyan, his skill 1 will be converted into Bushido Bang, which is a 2 single target HP attack with a 50% splash, and also dispel 3 buff from the target itself. And his skill 2 will be converted into Bushido Dragon instead. It gravities the target bravery down to 0, and then performs a 3 single target HP attack. It also heals Cyan's own HP after using the skill based on the amount of damage dealt. So Cyan's newest EX Plus upgrade, which is required for him to be higher than 80%. It's a slightly slow recast EX, which requires around 4 to 5 skills to completely recharge the gauge. It's a 5 single target HP attack with 50% splash to non-target, and it ignores any forms of defense and buff effect from the enemy itself. Means that if they have the shield buff, Cyan's EX will go through that, and it dispels 5 buff from all the enemies. So it's a pretty nice kit here. His additional ability upgrade gave him 4 turns effect, which performs 1 HP attack, which is also of course ignore defense. It gave 20% self overflow up, 10% self brave damage up, and 30% brave damage cap up. His LD, which is Cyan's newest kit, it's actually a very unique one. It's really usable when you see that shut up you, I get it, alright? You're not bad, you're not meme anymore, you're good right now, so shut up, just let me continue my explanation, you little shit. So anyway, as I was saying, it's actually a very unique one. It is only usable when you see that his overhead is at 7 stacks, which is the Bushido charge. It only increases every stacks from Cyan's action, including his additional ability. So using it will reset the Bushido to 1 stack again, means you have to regain the stack to use his LD again. His LD, similar to his AX, ignore any forms of defense and buff effect, and it performs 8 HP attack with a 20% splash on non-target from each HP attack. So 8 HP attack on non-targets as well, just 20% splash though. Aside from being the charge for his LD attack, the Bushido overhead buff also grants Cyan 30% self overflow up and 20% self brave damage and HP damage up. So Cyan overall is just going to be used as a call ability. You're right, yes. If you ask me, Cyan may be very good as a ignore defense, and the dispel shenanigan might be quite useful, but other than that, performing 8 HP attack every 7 turns is not really what you really want to go for, considering that the old man Strago can perform the same amount of HP attack in his EX alone, so that part is a lot easier to manipulate. Of course, he's by no means bad, but he's just a lot more better if you use him as a call to finalize that damage using the Shinyu stack, which is very common in JP right now. Even right now, his call is still one of the better unit to deal a sudden huge amount of damage alongside Preach. So if you really want to use the party, fine, you're not there just as a call unit, alright, I get it, okay? So I'll say that if you really want to use Cyan in the party, you might want to use him with units that can give him a lot of turns. Ram is a very prime example, since giving him more turns will actually activate his LD a lot faster. Of course, you can also use unit that grants him free skill for him to spam his additional abilities, since it also increases his stack, and this way you can also manipulate him into getting faster to perform his LD attack. So Cyan is basically a damage dealer that has a very nice ignore defense attack, and he's very much good with unit that actually can protect him. Aside from of course giving those free turn shenanigans. He also has a very good dispel attack, although it's not very commonly needed, but it's still a very good backup unit to go for, since I don't think a lot of DPS unit has this particular kit. It's a little bit weird though, because considering the fact that Cyan actually ignore buff effect from his EX and LD attack, and yet he actually removed the buff as well with his skill. So that part is particularly interesting, but a weird combo, I say. So Cyan, in all honesty, I might pull him just for fun in my main account, but it's not really my priority right now. I'm going for Tidus, as I mentioned before, so Ciedo's banner is not really my priority there, but my alternate account will have fun going for him. He's actually quite commonly used as a call in summon board farming as well, since if you're not auto-plussing, and if you are new to the game, you might actually want to use him with your character that was boosted, so that they can get the experience a lot faster with Cyan instant nuking the boss itself. So I think that's something to consider for, but yes, this is my idea on Cyan. By the way, for those who doesn't know, Cyan is actually very commonly quoted in one of the Facebook group about the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. So it's very funny because they always meme Cyan as the most wanted unit in the group itself. So I didn't know why or where it started from, but it's actually kind of amusing that right now Cyan is no longer a meme and a way for people to actually use him for real in the stage itself. But other than that, yes, I don't think Cyan is still too worthy to go for with your resources. So that's my opinion right here. So what about you guys? Are you guys going for him? Do let me know. And if you like my content here, I appreciate that if you can like my video and subscribe to my channel. It does help the channel itself. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with their debut, and of course Tidus BT Plus, which I'm a little bit excited to rerun him again. Hopefully I won't be bored of him this time around. Alright, so I see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.